These police CCTV images begin at 2:44. They were recorded in time-lapse mode, hence the poorer quality of the video. At this time, now 15 minutes before kick-off, Lord Justice Taylor estimated there were 5,000 fans outside the Leppings Lane turnstiles. He stated, "It was clear that the crowd could not pass through the turnstiles by 3 p.m. In fact, it was later estimated that it would have taken approximately 40 minutes after kick-off to clear such a crowd." At 2:47, Superintendent Marshall, the senior officer responsible for policing the crowd in Leppings Lane, realized that the crowd had become unmanageable. He feared fatalities would occur and radioed control to permit the gates to be opened. While this request was being considered, Gate C, in the bottom left corner of the picture, was opened to eject a young supporter. Approximately 150 fans entered through the opened gate before it was closed again by police. This is the same scene of that first opening of Gate C from a Sheffield Wednesday CCTV camera. This BBC coverage shows pens 3 and 4 from 2:49 until 2:52. Both central pens were now packed full. Lord Justice Taylor stated that the tunnel beneath the West Stand, which provided the only access to the central pens, should have been closed at this point. It was, he remarked, a simple exercise that had been carried out in 1988 at the previous year's semi-final. In the outer concourse, Superintendent Marshall was dealing with the worsening crush. Over the radio, he repeated his request for an exit gate to be opened to relieve the pressure. He added that if the gates were not opened, someone would be killed. According to Lord Justice Taylor, in the police control room, the overall commander, Chief Superintendent Duckenfield, was hesitant. Superintendent Murray asked him, "Are you going to open the gates?" Chief Superintendent Duckenfield then gave the order. Sergeant Goddard radioed to open the gates. The open Gate C is in the centre left of the picture. Lord Justice Taylor found that neither the club control room nor any police officers inside the turnstiles were informed that the gates were to be opened. They were also not given any instructions about how to respond and how to manage the incoming crowd. Most significantly, they were not instructed to close access to the tunnel leading down into pens 3 and 4 of the Leppings Lane terrace. A Sheffield Wednesday CCTV camera shows the same scene as Gate C opens and the fans walk in, most heading straight for the tunnel. Gate C remained open until approximately 2:57. It was estimated that 2,000 Liverpool fans entered through that gate in the 5 minutes it was open. Lord Justice Taylor stated, "Some found their way either right to pens 1 and 2, or left through the dividing wall to pens 6 and 7, but a large proportion headed straight for the tunnel in front of them." He concluded, quote, "It should have been clear in the control room where there was a view of the pens and of the crowd at the turnstiles that the tunnel had to be closed. If orders had been given to that effect when Gate C was opened, the fans could have been directed to the empty areas of the wings, and this disaster could still have been avoided. Failure to give that order was a blunder of the first magnitude."